Coach Corbin.
How do you evaluate what happened in the eighth?
Loss of emotion. When you can't control your adrenaline, things like that will happen, and you start overthrowing, and then you lose the count, and then anxiousness kicks in, and then the game starts to turn, and that's exactly what happened. We did a good job of pitching up until eighth inning, really, because we didn't allow any really free bases and just did a good job of throwing strikes. But obviously that eighth inning was the turning point.
Wanted to monitor Leboki and Green a little bit there with the inning apiece.
Yeah, but I also thought, we just thought we were just using them in a situation that we needed to. We weren't thinking ahead. We were just saying that's what we were going to do, and we were just going to go inning by inning.
What's the benefit of having McIlvain in there as a freshman in a high leverage situation? I know it didn't go the way he wanted,
right.
But what can he learn
to
from
your
that?
point? I mean, I think you put him in a high leverage situation, and listen, I mean, you're around long enough, you see stuff like that happen, but he's just going to have to learn from it more than anything else. I mean, we know there's a lot of things you can't do in this game. You can't play this game tight, you can't play this game mad, and you can't play this game with not being able to handle your emotion, and we kind of showed that tonight.
Yeah, so how do you move forward with someone like him where this is, the first time that he's been in that sort of situation?
It's like someone who gets in a little bit of a car wreck, you just get him driving again. I mean, I think that's what you do. We got to do that, and he'll do that. I mean, I'm not concerned about his comeback ability. I mean, I think when you play a game like this and you lose it, it stings, and it should.
Mm-hmm.
There's no doubt about that. But at the same time, going to learn a lot along the way too, and he'll come back.
JD, 6 strikeouts, only 2 walks. What'd you like most about his performance?
Strikes. I think it was kind of a runoff of what happened on Sunday, really. I thought he was really efficient. I thought he came after the hitters. You're thinking on a Tuesday where you got five games in a week, that, to get a guy that takes us at least 4 2/3, 5 innings for the most part. Sammy got the strikeout that inning, but that was good baseball.
Your lineup, putting 3 new guys in the lineup today from what was last weekend, what was the thinking behind that?
Give them a chance. They're good players, and at some point they have to get in there and move. They may have not performed tonight, but we've got to find these things out.
Do you feel like Sawyer's still trying to get a feel for his off speed a little bit?
Yeah. He's probably pressing a little bit. He's a better pitcher than that. That's a tough break, but he'll come back too. He's a tough kid.
Can you talk about Davis Diaz's performance?
Yeah, good. He did a nice job defensively. Handled a couple tough balls in there. Hit the ball well. Yeah, but we didn't have a lot of bright spots offensively too. Even going into that 5-1, it wasn't like we were ricocheting balls through the field. We were kind of the recipients of some balls that got back to the backstop. We didn't do enough offensively really to win that game either.
Calvin Hewitt had a base hit up the middle,
Yeah.
had a hustle double. I think Humphrey had a similar situation and
yeah.
left. I mean, how dangerous is that, and how much? I know last time you talked about the challenge of just getting them on base, but just having those guys, what is that?
Yeah, the speed element is certainly good. The hustle doubles, as you mentioned, you hit a ball between 2 outfielders, it doesn't get to the fence, and you still get to second base. That's a good thing. I like the package of Humphrey and Hewitt. They're both speed type players and they're good players.
Is Chris Maldonado healthy and everything?
Yep, he's fine.
RJ Austin was at first and made a few nice plays tonight. How do you evaluate what you saw from him there?
Good. He can just play a lot of different things. And, I think we may have talked about it the other day, and just being able to play that first baseman closer to second base. Did a nice job on that ball that Ivan Arias hit, and then got over to first base. So, yeah, he did a good job. But Chris handles it well, too. I like both those guys at first base.
These first couple games, have they made you reevaluate at all roles for guys in the bullpen?
I think it's so early that you take every experience and you use it as an evaluation. But I think what you can't do is you can't panic, and B, you just can't start making wholesale decisions. These are kids, and they're good enough, and they're just, tonight was just a tough night. But yeah, we'll evaluate it. But we got to get like to your point, your question, we got to get those kids back out there again, start feeling good about themselves and what they can do.
You got a starter for tomorrow?
DeCanish.
Okay.
This Eastern Kentucky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah. Okay.
Anything else, Coach Corbin?
You guys good?
Thanks,
Okay.
Coach.
Thanks.
Appreciate
I
it.
appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.